Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. And I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
At Toyota's National Sales Event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's National Sales Event.
Toyota, let's go places.
We're a valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
I'm Dr. Christine Hahn. I'm an infectious disease doctor, and I'm Idaho's Medical Director for Public Health. It's my mission to keep our communities healthy and safe. That's why I believe every Idahoan should get their COVID-19 vaccine. The vaccine's been tested. It's proving to be very safe, and it's the most effective tool we have to stop the spread.
Walk into a pharmacy or visit covidvaccine.idaho.gov to find your free COVID-19 vaccine.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Donald Larson Park here in downtown Boise for a Friday night Treasure Valley game night. It's Capital with a 5-2 record against the Borah Lions at 4-3. The Lions with an 0-3 start this year, but since then they've beaten Boise, Centennial, Kuna, and Owyhee, and they've won 4 straight, looking for their 5th straight tonight against a tough Capital Eagle Club. Hi, everybody. Wayne DeZuback. Welcome to an IdahoSports.com Game Streams production of Treasure Valley Game Night, presented by Mountain West Bank. Also brought to you in part by your local Toyota dealer, Project Filter, and Valley-Wide Cooperative. Our Power Booster sponsors tonight include the College of Western Idaho and Hoffman Auto Body. Our webcast sponsor is Bob's Bicycles of Boise, and we're also sponsored tonight by D.L. Evans Bank. D.L. Evans Bank, this is community banking. Well, here we go. Borah and Capital tonight. As I mentioned, Borah 4-3, Capital 5-2, but both are 3-1 in the River Division. And this will be an interesting game here tonight as they battle. Remember, last night we had a game that it was won by Timberline, 38-31 over Skyview. That means that Timberline next week will play the loser of this Capital Borah game, while the winner of this game will take on Skyview. So that's kind of how it goes, the two divisions. We take a look at the division standings. In the River Division, Mountain View is 4-0, 7-0 overall. Capital 3-1, Borah 3-1. And as we mentioned, Capital 5-2, Borah 4-3 overall. Then Centennial 2-3, Kuna 1-3, Owyhee 0-5. In the Foothills Division, Rocky Mountain 6-1 overall, 3-0 in the division. Eagle and Meridian both 3-1, and they play tonight. That's right. They'll be going after each other this evening, so that should be an interesting showdown when they get together. I'm sorry, it's not Eagle. It's Meridian at Rocky Mountain. So Meridian at Rocky Mountain, that's who's playing tonight. Meridian 3-1, Rocky Mountain 3-0. That should be the interesting game. The other game tonight, Centennial is at Eagle, and Mountain View is at Cuna, and Boise at Owyhee. So we'll try to keep you posted on what's going on at those games as we also follow through with what's going on here today. Capital in their black uniforms with the gold numerals and gold and black helmets, depending on whether you're a Gurkha or not, a defender or whatever you have. Borah, meanwhile, will be in their yellow pants, white jerseys, green numerals, and yellow helmets tonight. And again, it's interesting to note that the Borah Lions have improved so much over the last few weeks. They started this year. Now, granted, their competition early on was a little tougher. They played Timberline, BK, and Mountain View, lost to all three of those teams, and then started winning again. But when they lost to those teams, they were giving up 52 points a game. When they started winning, they were giving up only 24 a game, so pretty good. So it'll be the Capital Eagles won the toss. They deferred to the second half, and they will kick off to start this ball game here tonight. And deep for the Borah Lions will be number 9, Trace Freeman, and number 1, Brady Toth. Brady Toth pretty good at returning this football, so I'm not going to be surprised if the Capital Eagles try to kick it away from him. And the man doing the kicking tonight, number 33, Will Kovac. Jason Berg, number 32. So Jason Berg will tee it up at the 40-yard line. We're about ready to go. Let's see if he'll just squib it or kick it deep to Brady Toth or Mr. Freeman. 63 degrees at game time. Supposed to get down to the high 40s. He kicks it long. Brady Toth will take it to the 7-yard line. Up to the 15. Puts on a burst of speed. 20, 25, 30. He cuts back at the 40, out to the 45, cuts outside the midfield, and down at the 49-yard line of the Capital Eagles. So there's the mistake that you make. We talked about it right off the get-go. They decided to kick it to Toth, and Toth made him pay. It's a short field for Borah, as they'll have it at the Capital 49-yard line to start this thing. Took it at the 7, got it all the way out. So a 44-yard return for Brady Toth. Borah Lions at quarterback, they got Corbin McCarney. And Parker Rushton's the running back. Aiden Bolt comes to the near side along with Brady Toth. And let's see if McCarney does it. Sends a man in motion. We have some linemen in motion as well, which is not good if you're Borah. Yeah, that's going to be illegal procedure. And they'll back it up into Borah territory. 5-yard penalty. And I'll mark it back to the 46-yard line. So now it's 1st and 15 for the Lions. Not a great start, as they lose 5 yards off the get-go. McCarney in the shotgun's got Parker rushing to his right, sends Brady Toth in motion, hands it to him on the flanker around, and he's going to get swallowed up by about 4 or 5 black jerseys right there. Leading the way for Capital High School, number 71, Colton Drew. He made the stop. No gain. In fact, maybe a loss of about a yard. Let's call it 2nd down and 16 now. Actually, it's right at the 46, so no gain at all. 2nd down and 15. McCarney in the shotgun. Looks to his right, looks to his left, now looks over at the sideline. Gets the hand signal as to basically what to run. Sends a man in motion again. That's Toth. Hands it off up the middle. Parker Rushton. Rushton gets about 5. Moving the pile. Across the midfield down to about the 47-yard line. Nice little 8-yard gain. It'll be 3rd down, and we'll call it a long 7, short 8. Ball right at the 47-yard line. So let's see if the Lions can overcome that motion penalty to start this game. They send Bolt in motion. Hand it off to Parker Rushton. Rushton up the middle. And he's going to get it down inside the 45 to about the 42-yard line, where it'll be 4th down and 4. So a little too long to go, but maybe, It's the last regular season game of the year. Next week, it's kind of district playoff time, if you will. Like I said, the winner of this game will take on Skyview. The loser of this game will face Timberline next week in a battle for state berths. So they're going to go for it on 4th down and 4, at least appearing to. McCarty can't kick it. Toth in motion, hands it off to Parker Rushton up the middle. Rushton falls forward. I think he's got it. He does by a foot. So Parker Rushton inside the 40, down at the 39.5, 38-yard line. First down, Borah. So right off the get-go, the Lions going to use all 4 downs. Capital defense. 3 linebackers, 4 down linemen, a couple of safeties. Haven't passed the ball yet. McCarney hands it off to Parker Rushton. Rushton again. Inside the 35, down to about the 33-yard line. Nice pickup of 5, maybe 6. Let's give him 6. 2nd down and 4. Right at the 33-yard line. So Borah moving the football. Running the clock, just underway. 8:55 to go here in the first period. Haley wide to the left for the Lions. Brady Toth in motion. Again, it's Rushton up the middle. He bounces it outside. He's inside the 30, 25, 20, down to the 16-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds. So Parker Rushton finding some running room against his Capital defense. They'll put him down to the 16. It's 1st down and 10 for the Borah Lions as their first drive of the night. They're moving the football on the ground. They haven't passed it yet. Parker Rushton doing most of the running. Brady Toth did a flanker around, but McCartney now looks over at the side. He got Bolt and Toth wide to the left. Now Parker Rushton moves over to the left side of McCartney. Haley to the right. They hand it off to Parker Rushton. He's going to get a few more inside the 15, down to about the 13 before he stood up there and brought down again by a host of black jerseys. Once again, it looked like Colin Drew was right there. Also there was Michael Sevilla. Gain of 2, 2nd down and 8 from just inside the 15-yard line. Again, pretty much the same lineup they've got going there. Got Gavin Brown in the ball game now. He's lined up on the left side. Parker Rushton trying to follow a block of Gavin Brown, but nothing doing. Capital all over that play. I guess when they lined up Gavin Brown, it was some kind of a read that they were going to go that way because they just knocked Gavin out of the way and went right after Parker Rushton. He lost 2. And it'll be 3rd down and 10. Clock continues to run. Coming up on 7 to go. So this drive taking 5 minutes already. Looking over to the sideline again. 3rd down and 10. Big defensive play, big offensive play. And looks like we got a timeout called. I think Borah had to call timeout or delay a game. Yeah, nobody caught it. It took an awful long time. It's a delay a game now. It's going to be 3rd down and 15 as they back it out to the 21. When I heard the whistle, I thought, surely this play is taking a long time to unfold. They called timeout, but Borah didn't catch it, and they lost 5 yards. So that's the second penalty of the 5-yard version against the Lions tonight on this drive. McCarney back to pass. Looking, throwing to his right to Haley in the end zone. Knocked down, incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down and 15. Double coverage over there and knocked down. Good job that time by Avery Downey getting over there to make the knockdown. This may be out of field goal range. I was looking at their field goal kicker earlier, but actually they're going to bring in their long field goal kicker. And that's Brandon Armstrong, and they're going to place it down at the 28-yard line. It'll be a 38-yard field goal attempt from the left hash mark. Kick is blocked and scooped up. And this could go the other way for a touchdown. All the way. Let's see if we get a number. That's Nate Cherry, I believe. It is. Nate Cherry came up. He didn't block it, but he came up with the ball, and he returned it for the touchdown. And just like that, Capital, on their backs all night long, have come up with a big, big block. And Nate Cherry returned it about 70 yards for a touchdown. So Jacksonburg will come out to try to make it a 7-0 ball game. Wow, that was a big turnaround. The interesting part about that, I was watching a warm-up of Brandon Armstrong. He was kicking them low. The kick is up, and it is good. So it's a 7-0 ball game. We'll take a break. We'll be back just like that. Wow, things turned around in a heartbeat here at Donald Larson Park.
At Toyota's National Sales Event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We are here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's National Sales Event.
Toyota, let's go places.
So we are back after Nate Cherry picked up a blocked field goal attempt by Armstrong and returned it around 71 yards. And he had nobody by him, and as he went by, it was hard getting a number because all I saw with a side view of him, finally got down around the 20-yard line. We could see it was number 10. But boy, oh boy, oh boy, I'll tell you what a turn of events that quickly, because Borah really getting down there. Here's a little squib kick this time, and it's going to go out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. 7-0 Capital leads it. Again, the winner of this game takes on Skyview next week. The loser of this game gets Timberline next week, and those will be for state tournament berths. So see what they're going to do. Are they going to put it to 35 or make him kick again? Some of the Borah players are heading down to the 10-yard line. They're going to make him kick it again. And that's what they're going to do. They could take it at the 35. So this is always kind of a, throw of the dice. Let's see what happens here if Borah can do better than the 35. So they're going to back it up on the penalty. They're going to make him kick it from the 35. I don't know. I take the ball at the 35-yard line if I could. So now they back it up to the 35 where they'll be kicking it. I'm laughing because Jacksonburg was walking off the penalty himself. He grabbed the ball, moved it back to the 35, and the official said, wait a minute, son. Give me the ball back. I need to walk this off. So I officially walked it off the 5 yards. So here's the second kickoff from the 35. Again, a little squib kick, and it's picked up at the 20, 25. This is Toth. He's out at the 30, gets to the 35, out to the 40-yard line. So good call. Borah Lions made a good call that time. They got an extra 5 yards as Brady Toth gets it out to the 40-yard line. There you go. That's thinking over there. So 7-0 Capital on a block field goal and then a return of about 71 yards. I don't have the exact yardage on that. We did have the Borah stats guy who was going to sit in here with me, but then he moved over because the other booth opened up. I don't think he wanted to listen to me all night long. See, he's learned what it took my wife 52 years to figure out. All right, here we go. Borah at the 40-yard line. McCarney pitches it out to Rushton right side, and Rushton gets it out to about the 42. That's all. Gain of 2. It'll be second down and about 8. Avery Downey was in there. Also in there, Caden Mastretti. What a beautiful night. I mean, I'm telling you what. October 15th, what a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful night. 63 degrees at kickoff. It'll get chilly like it did last night for the Timberline Skyview game, but they sent Haley in motion, handed off to Rushton up the middle, and he's going to be stopped just shy of the 45-yard line. So it'll be third down and about 5 from the 45. Got to get right to midfield. Play action fake. They throw it over the middle. Brady Toth has it, and he's going to take it in for a touchdown. Brady Toth just came over the middle, a little slant in the middle. He took it at the 40 and then raced the rest of the way. Wow. Just like that, a 55-yard touchdown strike, and we're a point away from being tied. It came with 5:04 to go here in the first. $55-yard reception. The extra point attempt now. The kick is up. This one is partially blocked as well. So that's 2 in a row, partially blocked. So it's a 1-point ball game, and Borah will chase that point all night long, I do believe. We'll take a break. We'll come back right after this on IdahoSports.com.
Wherever you are, D.L. Evans Bank is right there to help. From applying for loans to opening new accounts and signing documents, personalized service is just a video call away. This is Bank Live with D.L. Evans Bank. This is community banking.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
So a couple of big scoring plays early here. And we got a 7-6 ball game. The missed extra point. The difference in the ball game right now. And Borah will be kicking it off. Nate Cherry is deep to receive. As is Brady Call. And it's going to come up to an up man at the 20-yard line. And that's Walk. And Cody Walk has it out to the 25, 35, and out close to the 40-yard line. Good job by Cody Walk. So Cody Walk, the big tight end, says, hey, you want to kick it short? I know what to do with it when I make the catch. So good field position. They're going to mark it right at the 39, so just shy of that 40-yard mark. So here we go. This is the first time we've seen Max Clark all night long. So Max Clark, Jacob Olsen is his running back. Clark hands it off to Olsen. Olsen is met right at the line of scrimmage, nothing doing. He is tackled down there by number 53. That's Loudon Hudson. That's going to be no gain. Second down and 10. So Hudson was right there, Johnny on the spot. This Borah defense has gotten better and better and better. Clark with Olsen to his left. Back to pass, looks that way, flips it out to Olsen in the flat. Olsen across the 40 to the 45-50, down to the 45, and down to the 41-yard line of the Borah Lions. That's a big 20-yard gain, first down for Capital. And Capital going quickly here. They are already lined up. They don't want that defense to get settled. Clark rolling to his right, looking downfield. Now holds up. Now in trouble. Now he lets it fly, and it's complete on the sidelines, I do believe. And that's going to be called Walk that gets it. So Cody Walk with the catch, and he had to come back to get it. Nope, they say it's incomplete. And I just couldn't see the call. Or wait a minute, what did they say? They got a penalty down. I didn't see that either. So they're going to move it well into, they just keep going. It's a 15-yard penalty. So the pass was completed, and then a 15-yard penalty tacked on, and all of a sudden, Capital's got the ball at the 19-yard line of Borah. Yowzer. I never saw the flag. So whatever happened, now the pass was completed on the far sideline. Obviously, that's where the infraction occurred. The handoff on the end around, and not a whole lot there. Well defended that time by the Borah Lions as Ethan Castillo trying to make something happen. Doesn't get anything. He ran east-west for about 40 yards, but only got a 1-yard gain, so it'll be second down and 9. Ball at the 18-yard line of the Borah Lions. 7-6. Capital leads it on a 71-yard return of a blocked field goal by Nate Cherry. They send Cherry in motion. Play action fake to him. It's a little screen over the middle. To Cody Walk. The big tight end's going to walk in. He's got nothing but green in front of him, and he takes it in from 18 yards out. Cody Walk with the touchdown. Just a little screen pass over the middle, and that comes with 3:44 to go here in the first. And the extra point attempt coming up here, Jackson Berg. Extra point is up, and it hits the upright. No good. So now we're kind of even Steven on extra points. One that was partially blocked, one that hits the upright, and we'll be back right after this, right here on IdahoSports.com. Thanks for being with us tonight.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
13-6 is our new score. Capital with the lead. A nice little 18-yard touchdown pass from Clark to Cody Walk. Little middle screen. And Berg will kick it off. They tee it up at the 40-yard line. Brady Toth, Trace Freeman deep to receive. Funny how quickly the sun goes down this time of year. This is just a little pooch kick taken by an up man at the 32-yard line. They'll get it back to the 42, so a 10-yard return. That was a great job that time by number 6. That's Henry Hill. And what he did was he saw that it was going to be a short kick, so he ran up underneath it, caught it on the run, and got a 10-yard return out to the 41-yard line. But now Borah's missed an extra point, which was partially blocked. Capitals hit the upright. So now you got a 13-6 ball game. So you don't have to chase that point anymore, Borah. You just have to make your extra points, your PATs. All right. There we go. McCarney leads his offense out. Borah Lions with 3 receivers to the near side. Parker Rushton up the middle. Oh, he is bounced right there after a gain of about a yard. Looked like there was more to it than that. And then all of a sudden, he just got smacked. And if I had to guess, I would say Josh Summers was the guy that did the smacking that time. Gain of about a half a yard to the 42. Let's call it second down and 9. Again, 2 receivers to the near side. Pitch out to Rushton, left side. Rushton across midfield. Got the first down. All the way down to the 46-yard line, it looks like, of Capital. A pickup of 8 yards for a first down. Maybe 9. So nice run by Parker Rushton. And once again, one of the things right now, Borah did not have trouble moving it the first time they had it. They had the blocked field goal. 2 penalties hurt on that particular drive, which took nearly 6 minutes. We got 2:39 to go here in the first. For as long as Borah had the ball the first time they had it, this period's really dragging on. 2:30 to go. McCarney, play action fake, back to pass, throwing to the right. Toth, they're fighting for it. A flag? Nope, no flag. Just good defense. Good defense coming at you that time by Ndambi. And Toth couldn't quite get there. So last week when we did a game, Ndambi ended up getting called for pass interference. He was handsy all night long. He was pretty handsy there. And then we had a flag somewhere, and it looks like it's going to be holding against Capital, so maybe it is. Maybe I saw he was kind of handsy. But I did not see the flag. It wasn't at the point of attack. So there could have been defensive holding on Capital somewhere else, and that will move it all the way down to the 36-yard line where it's first down Borah. And again, the flags are kind of hard to see here tonight. But it was a 15-yarder holding for sure. Again, the little pitch out to Freeman. Freeman fumbles the football. Capital has it. The pitch out to Freeman. He tried to change around, and he was knocked down, hit hard, and the fumble recovered by Caden Mastretti. That's the first turnover of the night, but I consider the blocked field goal kind of a turnover. That's like a blocked field goal, block 6, you know what I'm saying? If you can get a pick 6, you can get a block 6. That's what they got. And Capital has the football at their own 44-yard line. And here comes Max Clark and company again out there. Olson, the running back. Cody Walk, the big tight end. Avery Downey splits out wide to the right. First down. Clark takes the snap, hands it off to Olson, and he's crunched. And he's going to lose a yard. Wow. Good job that time. Once again, it was Hudson. Loudon Hudson getting in there, making the stop. Loss of a yard, second down and 11, almost 12. Clark throws it out. It's complete. That's complete to Nate Garcia, and Garcia weaving his way across the 45 to the 46-yard line. He'll pick up about 4 yards. That's going to make it third down now, and they're going to give it him all the way out to the 48. Wow. Good mark for Garcia, but it's still third down and 6. 1:15 to go here in the first period. 13-6 ball game. Garcia in motion. Here comes the pressure up the middle. Clark running for his life, and he's sacked way back at the 33. Holy Toledo, what a great job that time by McKenna. Trevor McKenna, number 52, got in there and got him. McKenna came right up the middle. Nobody caught him, and it's fourth down and forever. Fourth down and 20. So they're going to punt it away, and Brady Toth will go deep. A big sack by the Borah defense, which is vastly improved since early on this year. Kick, high kick. Brady Toth going to call fair catch at the 32. That's where he has it. Yeah, Brian Dombey right there in his face, and he said, nope, not going to chance it. We're going to catch it, fair catch it, and with 19 seconds to go, we'll have the football in pretty good field position at the 33. 13-6. Again, here's the situation. Winner of this game will take on Skyview next week with a state tournament berth on the line. The loser of this game will play Timberline with a tournament berth on the line. We'll check in. We got some other games going on tonight. As we mentioned, Centennial is at Eagle. Mountain View is at Cuna. Boise, and is it a Waihe and a pretty good one, Meridian and Rocky Mountain going after it. So here comes McCarney and company with 19 seconds to go in the first. Rushton up the middle. Nope, that's Freeman up the middle. Freeman gets it across the 35 to about the 38-yard line. Trace Freeman with a nice little run up the middle. That may do it for the first period here at Donald Larson Park. 3, 2, 1, and that's it. So that's the first period. We'll take a break. We'll come back after this on IdahoSports.com. After 1, 13-6 is our score.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We are here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are...
We are back, and 13-6 is our score. In favor of Capital as we get ready here to start the second period of play. Ball at the 40-yard line to Borah. Freeman stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be third down and about 3. So no gain that time. Third down and 3. At the 40-yard line. Got to get it out to the 43-yard line. McCarney looks over at the sideline. Do not want to give it back to this Capital offense. Play action fake. McCarney back to pass. He's going to get hit, but he lets it fly before he does. Halley's out there and incomplete. And good coverage by the Capital Eagles on the coverage that time. It was Castillo and knocked it away at the last second from Jim Halley. So it'll be 4th down and 3 at the 40-yard line, and it looks like they're going to punt it away. And Avery Downey will be deep for Capital to receive this punt. Low punt, end over end. Kicked away from Downey. It's going to kick out of bounds inside the 20. Let's see where they mark it. Looks like it's going to be right about the 19-yard line, so just shy of the 20-yard line. So that's where Capital will take over with the lead, 13-6. They've got the football just shy of their 20-yard line. Max Clark leads the offense out there. He's got Olson at running back, Nate Cherry out there with him. Mistretti as well. So here we go. First down and 10 for the Capital Eagles, leading this one 13-6 here at Donald Larson Park. Wayne DeZu back with you on a Friday night. Little shuttle pass to Cody Walk up the middle. He's going to get a couple. The big tight end came in there and just set up over the middle. They shuttled it to him, and gain of about 3 yards. Will make it second down and 7. Out to the 23-yard line. Empty backfield. Max Clark all by himself. Back to pass. Throws underneath the covers. Knocked down. Wow, almost intercepted. I mean, that was a dangerous pass. Almost picked off there by Bates. Justin Bates knocked it down. Incomplete, but Bates could have had the big INT. That'd have been a big turnaround right here at this point of the game. So a 3rd down and 7 for the Capital Eagles. Again, empty backfield, 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Clark getting some pressure, throws it quickly, bounces it to his intended receiver, incomplete on the far side. Incomplete, intended for Mastretti, and he could not come up with it. So it's going to be 4th down and 7, and it looks like Capital's going to kick it away. So they send in Jackson Berg to kick it away. Berg will be standing inside his 10-yard line. Brady Toth standing right about midfield. Pretty good kick. Sends Brady Toth all the way back to the 35-yard line. And Toth going left to the 40, 45, crosses midfield. Flag goes down, though, as Toth goes down as well at the Capital 49-yard line. But you got to believe that maybe a block in the back, a hold against Borah is going to back this one up a little bit. 10:19 to go, first half. From Donald Larson Park, Wayne DeZoo back with you here on IdahoSports.com. A lot of games going on around the state. You might want to check it out. I don't want you to leave our game, but you know what? There's a big one going on. Rigby taking on Highland. It is against Borah, by the way, the penalty, as I mentioned. So a block in the back, and they'll back it up all the way to the 35-yard line. So instead of having it at the Capital 49, Borah has it at their own 35-yard line. 13-6, both teams have missed extra points. Borah had theirs blocked. Capital hit the upright. And that's where we are right now. McCarney sends a man in motion. Hands it off up the middle. This is Parker Rushton, and Parker Rushton gets it out maybe to the 40-yard line, forward progress. That's where they're going to mark it. If so, it's a gain of 5, maybe 6. If they give them real good forward progress, out across the 40 to the 41. And that's where they're going to put it, right at the 41. So a big gain of 6, 2nd down and 4. They have to get to the 45-yard line. McCarney sends a man in motion. And then we've got 2 men in motion, so we've got flags. This is the third 5-yard penalty for a motion. Illegal procedure / delay a game against the Borah Lions. The third 5-yard penalty, and it's going to take a 2nd down and 4 and make it a 2nd down and 9. So 2nd down and 9 for the Borah Lions. Clock runs, 9:23 to go. McCarney back to pass, throwing it deep, one-on-one coverage, way over the intended receiver. Incomplete. Halley was the intended receiver. So incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 9. They were just kind of got one-on-one coverage, so they decided to try to go that route. Didn't work out. Good coverage by the cornerback for Capital. Brian Dombey, by the way, was the cornerback that time on the coverage. So good little cornerback. Like I say, sometimes has a tendency to be a little bit handsy by hanging on to people. Back to pass, McCarney steps up into the pocket. Running out of time. He's going to be sacked at the 35-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 10. He had plenty of time. Good coverage. That's a coverage sack as McCarney just lost track of the fact that he was standing there for about 6 or 7 seconds. Capital player getting up a little bit slow. And that's 55, Tucker French. And he's down again, so they're going to have to blow the whistle. So Tucker French, something's wrong. He's on his knees here, and the officials will call timeout. Official timeout on the field with 8:46 to go as the Borah Lions getting ready to kick it away. So Armstrong will kick it away, and Avery Downey is deep to receive, and Tucker French now, they get him off the field. He's okay. He's just something. He took a hit, and he's still feeling it. And then what do we got here? We may have encroachment. We may have encroachment by Capital. They came up to really act like they're going to go for the block, and I think they crossed the line of scrimmage. So that's still going to make it 4th down, but now you got 4th down and 4 again. So a 5-yard penalty. That's the first penalty against the Capital Eagles. Armstrong getting ready to kick it. And again, they jump offside. That will give Borah a first down. Can you believe it? They did it again. And that gives Borah a first down. The offense comes back out. It was 4th and 4. So they had 4th and 9, and they got a 5-yard offside. And then 4th and 4, and they got encroachment again. And a first down. Wow. That kind of stuff can really come back to bite you and haunt you. 8:45 to go here in the first half from Donald Larson Park. Borah Capital going at it. 6-point ball game, 7-point ball game, 13-6. McCarney. Parker Rushton has it. Gets about 3 and he's stopped. Shy of midfield, about at the 48-yard line. Perkins made the stop that time. Second down and 7. They actually gave Parker Rushton all the way out to the 49-yard line. One thing Parker's been doing good tonight, he gets in that pile and moves the pile. He just keeps his legs churning, and the pile keeps moving. He sent a man in motion, handed off to Rushton again, and he's going to be caught in the backfield and brought down. And there's no escaping the arms and hands and fists that time of Colin Drew. No gain. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Corbin McCarney at quarterback for the Borah Lions. Got a couple of receivers to the left, puts a man in motion, and again they hand it off to the middle. Parker Rushton is going to bring up 4th down. He gets it across midfield down to about the 47-yard line, but now you're looking at 4th down and a long 3. Interesting. And they're going to bring Armstrong out to punt it again. Will this be a fake? Apparently the Borah offensive coordinator saw something. They thought that they could get the first down rushing it, but they couldn't. And here we go. Armstrong back to punt. And he's going to kick it away, not even messing with it. Goes to Avery Downey at the 13. He's across the 15 to the 20 to the 25-yard line. So about a 13-yard punt return for Avery Downey. And with 6:56 to go in the first half, leading at 13-6, it will be Capital with the football. The officials, there's a flag. Yep, the officials are acting like there was a flag, and now I see it. Yep, it was kind of hidden by the Borah bench. And it's a personal foul against Capital. So a personal foul against the Capital Eagles. That'll back it up inside the 15 down to the 13-yard line. That's pretty much where Downey caught the ball. So 87 yards away from pay dirt. Max Clark and company will set up deep in their own territory at their own 13-yard line. Clark sends Downey in motion. Fakes to him, throws it out in the flat to Nate Cherry. Cherry one-on-one with the defense, gets a couple of yards, maybe more than that, hard to tell from this angle, but nice tackle made there by Weaver. Hayden Weaver was in on the tackle, 5-yard gain. So a quick little out pass. Then Nate Cherry gets 5. Out to the 18-yard line. Clark again over the middle. This is complete. It's going to be close to a first down. Borah really converging on the ball carrier. They had about 6 white jerseys there, but let's see, it's going to be just shy. It's going to be 3rd down and 1. That was Cody Walk who caught it, the big tight end, over the middle. So 3rd down and 1. They got Olsen at running back. Max Clark likes to run with the football. Let's see if he'll just hand it off this time to get the first down. And he may not have to, because guess what? Borah jumps up offside. So they're going to get the first down via penalty. Boy, nobody tonight being very disciplined and being careful with that. Wow. So 1st and 10. Ball at the 27-yard line. Walk in motion. Max Clark looking downfield, looking for Downey, and it's intercepted. Great defensive move right there. What a great pick that time as he went up high is Weaver. Hayden Weaver picks it off at the 40-yard line. He had great inside coverage on Avery Downey, and he just went up there, high-pointed the ball, intercepted it. And Weaver, with the turnover, gives the ball back to the Borah Lions at their own 40-yard line with 5.5 to go here in the first half. Down by 7, 13-6. Yeah, if you just logged on, tuned in, both teams missing PATs. Borah's was blocked. Capitals hit the upright. And thus we have a 13-6 ball game. So here comes the Borah Lions. After that turnover, first down and 10. McCarney sends Weaver in motion. And Weaver gets it. He just got the pick. He's got the ball, trying to get outside. He's not going to get anywhere, and I think he may. No, for a minute it looked like he may have fumbled it, but he did not. He held on to it, only got about a half a yard on the flanker around, and it'll be 2nd down, and let's call it 9. Borah checking out, getting a call from the sidelines. Parker Rushton, the running back. Got 3 receivers to the near side. Handed off to Rushton up the middle. Nothing there. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Pushed back, but he'll get forward progress to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So Borah now finding offense really hard to come by. They may have to air it out a little bit here. They've been hesitant to do so. Parker Rushton, they felt they could run the football tonight, but that hasn't happened. And especially here late in the second period, it hasn't happened. So now trips to the near side. McCarney, empty backfield. Nope, he's got Parker Rushton right there. McCarney was hiding him. McCarney in the shotgun. Takes the snap, back to pass. Pressure coming, steps up, fires, incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down and 9. So a good job by Capital after the turnover to step up and put the skids to any kind of a drive by Borah. And right now both offenses struggling a little bit. 4th down. Armstrong pack. Avery Downey deep to receive the kick. 3:59 to go, first half. Kick is low. Downey's going to take it at the 17, 20, 25, 30. Across the 40, out to the 45-yard line. Dives to the 46. Avery Downey with a nice return. That was a low line drive kick, and boy, you just outkick your coverage when you kick it that low and that quick. And Downey was able to make a nice return out of it to the 46-yard line. Let's see what Max Clark can do now as he brings his offensive unit out there. He's got Jacob Olson as running back. Fakes to him, throws it out in the flat, dropped. And again, the pass was a little bit short. And they just couldn't find a handle. And everybody looking a little flat here tonight. That was Nate Cherry, the intended receiver, and just a little flat. This game started quick with a blocked field goal return by Cherry, 71 yards for the touchdown, and then they had a big pass play to Brady Toth, 55 yards for a touchdown. Man, I'm thinking, oh, wow, we're going to have a lot of offense tonight, a lot of big plays, and it just kind of settled in. They pass it out into the flat. It's complete out here to Castillo. Castillo is not going to get much. He's going to get it across the 45 to the 46-yard line, but it's going to be 3rd down and 10. So good job by both defenses here with under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Tight ball game, one possession ball game. Back to pass. Max Clark rolling to his left, throwing out into the flat. And hard to tell if it was caught or not. I think it was incomplete. No official, the official's not giving the incomplete sign, and it's right in front of the Borah bench. And it was really low, so it didn't look like he caught it, but incomplete. That's going to bring 4th down and 10. So Jackson Berg comes out to kick it away. Brady Toth going deep, and we just kind of going back and forth here. Clock stop, 2:35 to go, first half. Berg, low snap, scoops it off the ground, nearly blocked, but gets it off. Toth calls for a fair catch at the 20, and he takes it, and that's where Borah will have it. So good job by Berg. He had some pressure from the Borah Lions coming after him. They almost got a hand on it. Good kick. They're going to actually put Brady Toth at the 21-yard line. So that's where Borah will have it with 2:32 to go here in the first half. 13-6 ball game. Borah Lions offense all gathered around their head coach, J.Q. Kenyon. McCarney at quarterback. Parker Rushton is running back. They have not been able to establish that running game here tonight. Pitch it out to Parker Rushton, right side. He spins, gets a couple of yards, and then is knocked down near the 25-yard line, so close to a 4-yard gain. Depending on where they mark that forward progress. Looks like it's going to be right at the 25. So, 4-yard gain, 2nd down and 6. Borah with 2 minutes to go here in the first half, not seeming to be in any hurry on offense. Handoff again to Rushton up the middle. He breaks through across the 30 out to the 33-yard line. And that's going to be good for a first down. So all that's good and well, but the clock now not your friend if you're the Borah Lions trying to make something happen. They may have to start using some timeouts. They've got all 3. In fact, both teams have all 3 timeouts left. 1:49 and counting in the first half. McCarney from the shotgun. Again, Rushton up the middle. And Rushton gets it to the 35, maybe falls forward to the 36. Gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. And it looks like Capital decides to call timeout. So the Capital Eagles call timeout. Hey, let me tell you about Bob's Bicycles. Bob's Bicycles over there on Fairview in downtown Boise. It's family owned, has been since 1979. Their selection of mountain bikes, road bikes, BMX, cruisers, and comfort bikes, second to none. Whether online at bobs-bicycles.com or on the showroom floor, Bob's Bicycles will have the bike, the accessories, and clothing to fit your needs, and they have in-store financing, 6 months, no interest. Stop in, say hi to Vern at Bob's Bicycles. They've been serving Idaho now for more than 40 years, and they are proud to support Idaho student athletes. I bought a couple of bikes from there a couple of years ago, and they have been fun. They have lasted. They take care of them for me, and good stuff. Bob's Bicycles. Oh, 2nd down and 6. After a 4-yard gain there by Rushton. And again, interestingly enough, Borah did not call timeout, but Capital did, hoping maybe they can get the ball back after only a 4-yard gain by Rushton. And if Borah is content to just run the football, let's see what they do here. McCarney, play action fake, back to pass, looking downfield, throws it over the middle. Had Brady Toth wide open, but overthrew him. He got a hand on it, but that was about it. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 7. But again, that was the play that Toth scored on earlier in the first quarter. 55-yard touchdown. That time he was open again, but that time the pass was just off target. So 3rd down and 7. Halley comes out to the near side. They hand it off to Rushton. Bounces it outside. He's got the first down down the sidelines, across midfield, down to the 48-yard line. First down. Pickup of 18 yards that time by Parker Rushton. Still plenty of time on the scoreboard. 1:26. They move the chains. 3 timeouts for Borah. It's at the Capital 48-yard line. And now Borah thinks they're in business. Back to pass. Throwing down the sidelines. It's short and incomplete. And a flag falls. And let's see who this is again. The pass was short. And I think this is going to be against Byendombe. We talked about Byendombe being a little bit hands-on. He's always kind of touching, feeling, kind of grabbing you by the shoulder pads, and it's going to be against him. Pass interference. And they're going to mark it off from the line of scrimmage. 15 yards. That's going to move it inside the 35-yard line down to the 33 of Capital. So first down Borah with 1:20 to go. Borah still with all 3 timeouts left. Borah Lions. They got Weaver set up in a slot to the left. Halley out to the left. McCarney looking over the middle. Throws it underneath to Brady Toth, and he is brought down. Fumbles the football. And they're going to call it down. They're going to say that Toth was down after, and Toth is slow in getting up. But that's going to be a loss of some yardage. And Brady Toth, they're going to give him time to gain his breath. He was brought down hard. So timeout on the field now with 1:06 to go as they work on Brady Toth. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back. We'll be right back.
At D.L. Evans Bank, we haven't invested in a deep line of digital banking services to help infuse more banking into your life. Just more living. D.L. Evans Bank. This is community banking.
We are back. Brady Toth walking off, limping a little bit, but mostly because he went down kind of awkward. Ball back at the 34-yard line. Loss of a half a yard. It'll be second down and let's call it 11. Again, Borah still with all 3 timeouts, but now the clock is running. We're at a minute to go. So Borah needs to know the clock is running. They got to hustle. They don't seem to have a whole lot of urgency here. Now McCarney with his snap, back to pass, being rushed out of the pocket and sacked back at the 43-yard line. And that's the big guy, number 70, Josh Summers, who gets to him. And that'll be another big loss. And the clock is stopped as Capital used the timeout. So Capital's got 1 timeout left. They're using their timeouts. It's 3rd down and 20 for the Borah Lions. And with 40 seconds to go, Capital is hoping, hey, we might be able to get this thing back one more time. We'll see what we can do. Stay with us. First half coming to a close.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov.
So we started crazy. We had 13-6. We've had no scoring here in the second period. It was 13-6 after 1. 3rd down and about 20 for the Borah Lions. They've got to get it inside the 25-yard line for a first down. McCarney rushed into his right, hands it off to Rushton up the middle. He's going to get it outside the 40 to the 43. Well, he keeps going. Capital saying they took the ball away, but I'm not sure. Waiting for the officials to decide. Rushton kept going. Remember the pile? And Capital says they stripped the ball. And coming out of it there was Jack Murphy with it. But let's see. I don't think the officials are going to give it to him. I think they blew the whistle dead. And I like that call. You know, once the forward progress stops, you've got to give a little bit of time and say, wait a minute. You know, you can't just keep letting that kid get ripped at. You got to blow the whistle. So I'm not sure what they've done. They've got no time on the scoreboard clock. So now they got to figure out what the time is on the scoreboard clock. It's run down to zeros. Capital used another timeout as they want to force Borah to punt it. So let's see what they're going to put back. They put 40 seconds back on the scoreboard clock. That's where it was. I don't know how it got. Oh, wait a minute. Now they're putting 4 seconds on the clock. Interesting. So I think it looks like, and right now it still shows Capital with 1 timeout, but Capital had to call that last timeout to try and force Borah to punt it, where they could have an opportunity to block the punt if they can. So I would think they're going to bring it all. Certainly Avery Downey back there to receive the punt. But the Borah Lions were over talking on the sidelines using this full timeout. And I guarantee you Borah did not call timeout. It doesn't matter. There's 4 seconds now officially to go here in the first half. And Borah, I don't think is going to punt. They're just going to go ahead and run this thing out and turn the ball over. See if they can get 4 seconds off the clock. Back to pass. McCarney steps up into the pocket, lets it fly deep into the end zone. It's up for grabs, and it's picked off the end zone by Avery Downey, and he's going to try to run it back. He's at the 10, the 20, and now the whistle blows and stops all the action, and a flag flies. A late flag, so Downey intercepted it in the end zone, started running it back, and he was at the 25 going down the sidelines. The official blew the whistle, threw the flag, and now 3 officials are talking it over. No time on the clock, obviously. And they're going to go over to Todd Simmons and explain what just happened. So everybody's just out there talking. The flag was thrown when Downey was at about the 25-yard line on the run back, and that's when they blew the whistle as well. So something didn't sit well with the officials. And they're still out there talking, all 5 of them. Actually, 6 of them are out there now. And here comes Coach Kenyon from the sideline to try to figure out, what are we doing? And I have no idea. Now here comes the call. At least I believe we're going to get the call. And Todd Simmons saying, well, do we at least have the interception in the end zone? Still no clue. You know, I didn't see anything egregious. I saw Downey go up, intercept the ball. I think it's going to be the end of the half. And so I'm not sure at all. So that's the end of the half. So the flag didn't mean anything. I'm not sure why they didn't let him run it back. I'm not sure what they did, but maybe it's just an inadvertent whistle. They should have let him go back. I don't know that he could have made it all the way to the end zone, Avery Downey, but it's halftime. And it's our score right now at halftime, 13-6. So with all that confusion, you know, let's take a timeout.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
The injuries look like those seen in people exposed to poisons like mustard gas. That's how doctors are describing what they see in the lungs of vapors. The chemicals can essentially burn your lungs. Find the truth at BehindTheHaze.com.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Corey. I'm a dairy nutritionist here in the Treasure Valley. I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to do my part to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. As soon as the vaccines were readily available, I was vaccinated. I would encourage people to do the research, listen to the healthcare providers. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, there was hardly any wait. It was an easy process, is readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
Welcome back, everybody. Halftime here at Donald Larson Park. Capital 13, Borah 6. Wayne DeZu back with you. Welcome back. This is an IdahoSports.com Game Streams production of Treasure Valley Game Night, presented by Mountain West Bank. Also brought to you in part by your local Toyota dealer, Project Filter, and Valley-Wide Cooperative. Our power boosters tonight include the College of Western Idaho, Hoffman Auto Body. Our webcast sponsors, Bob's Bicycles of Boise. And tonight's game also sponsored in part by D.L. Evans Bank. D.L. Evans Bank, this is community banking. Let's take a look at the scoring. All the scoring happened in the first period. At 6:25, you know what? And the thing of it is, Borah had basically run about 5.5 minutes off the clock. And at 6:25, they tried a field goal of 36 yards. It was blocked by Capital. Nate Cherry picked it up and went down the right sideline, 71 yards for a touchdown. The extra point was good, and Capital had a 7-0 lead with 6:25 to go in the first period. Then with 5:04 to go in the first period, Brady Toth pulled in a 55-yard touchdown reception from Corbin McCarney. The extra point was blocked. 7-6, Capital still led. Then we had 3:44 to go in the first. Cody Walk, the big tight end, with an 18-yard touchdown reception over the middle, cut it to the outside. Max Clark got it to him, and Cody Walk did the rest, got it into the end zone. The try for the extra point hit the upright, and so we had a 13-6 ball game after one period. No scoring in the second period, and so that's where we are at halftime by a score of 13-6. Other games going on tonight. Centennial is at Eagle. Mountain View is at Cuna. Boise is at Owyhee. Owyhee looking for its first win of the year. And Meridian at Rocky Mountain. That Meridian-Rocky Mountain game in the Foothills division, pretty big. Rocky Mountain 3-0 in the Foothills, 6-1 overall. Meridian 3-1 in the Foothills, 5-2 overall. And that game is at Meridian. It's at Rocky Mountain, I'm sorry. So Rocky Mountain expected to win that game. But boy, I tell you what, they were expected to win last week against Timberline, and it was 16-16 at halftime before Rocky Mountain won that one 30-16 with 14 unanswered second half points. And again, the winner of this game tonight gets to play Skyview next week. The loser of this game will get to play Timberline. Timberline beat Skyview last night by a score of 38-31. I was able to do that game. Wade Center with 4 touchdown passes. Anthony Bridges was our player of the game. He had 3 touchdown receptions. Garrett Lavin had the difference maker, I feel anyway, in the game as he came up with a pick 6. And that was the difference in a 38-31 ball game. I mentioned last night, I talked about it. We didn't have any stats at the time, but I said, Antonio Fafita, the great running back for the Skyview Hawks, had to be piling up some yardage. Well, folks, Antonio Fafita had 212 yards rushing, and he kept Skyview in the ball game as they scored those 31 points. But again, at Lavin, pick 6 was the difference in the contest. So halftime here on senior night. It's the 4th game in a row that I've done that was senior night, and it's really interesting to see how every team handles it just a little bit differently. But it was good to see tonight Capital with a bunch of seniors, and they honored them before the game. And it's always tough on senior night because I could see Coach Todd Simmons looking at his watch going, oh my gosh, is this taking longer than I thought? We got to get this team to the locker room and make something happen. Have our final talk before we come out here and play ball. So at any rate, don't forget tomorrow, of course, I'll be getting over to the radio side of things, KBOI and KTIK, as I join Paul J. Schneider for our pregame shows. Boise State hosts Air Force tomorrow, 7 o'clock kickoff. PJ and I'll be on the air from 4 to 6, bringing you a lot of different stuff. We got Leon Rice, the basketball coach, is going to join us tomorrow. We got Tim Keene, the offensive line coach. Offensive line looked pretty good against BYU last week. We'll talk about what the difference was, what the difference makers were. John Ojukwu, one of the linemen for the Boise State Broncos, played right here on this field at Donald Larson Park for the Boise Braves. Did many a game when John Ojukwu was in that starting lineup. So be fun to talk with Tim Keene, the offensive line coach. Go from there. So a lot of fun, a lot of guests. We'll talk with Bob Beeler, the play-by-play for the Boise State Broncos. Talk with Pete Cavender, the analyst for the Broncos, and see what they think about Air Force coming into town. Boise State now 3-3 on the year, looking to put 2 wins in a row for the first time this season. They've had a pattern of lose, win, lose, win, lose, win. And so the pattern would be lose tomorrow, but I think a lot of Bronco fans saying that would be unacceptable. So Paul James and I will have the pregame show from 4 to 6, and then Bob Beeler and Pete Cavender will take you up to kickoff at 7 o'clock. Right here, we got a second half coming up. I want to tell you about Bob's Bicycles. Bob's Bicycles on Fairview and Boise is family-owned and has been since 1979, and their selection of mountain bikes, road bikes, BMX, cruisers, and comfort bikes is second to none. Whether online at bobs-bicycles.com or on the showroom floor, Bob's Bicycles will have the bike, the accessories, and clothing to fit your needs. And they've got in-store financing, 6 months, no interest. Stop in and say hello to Vern at Bob's Bicycles, serving Idaho for more than 40 years and proud to support Idaho student athletes. So we're going to take a break. We'll come back again. 13-6 at halftime. The Capital Eagles lead over the Borah Lions.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
The injuries look like those seen in people exposed to poisons like mustard gas. That's how doctors are describing what they see in the lungs of vapors. The chemicals can essentially burn your lungs. Find the truth at BehindTheHaze.com.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Corey. I'm a dairy nutritionist here in the Treasure Valley. I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to do my part to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. As soon as the vaccines were readily available, I was vaccinated. I would encourage people to do the research, listen to the healthcare providers. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, there was hardly any wait. It was an easy process, is readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valleywide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
And here we go. Welcome back through the third period here at Donald Larson Park. Wayne Duzu back with you on a Friday night. It's Treasure Valley Game Night presented by Mountain West Bank. Capital Eagles leading the Borah Lions 13-6. All the scoring coming in the first half. A couple of scores, early scores. Columbia leading Emmett 6-0 at halftime. If that is correct, that is a shocker. Columbia 6, Emmett nothing at halftime in 4A. Rocky Mountain leading Meridian 17-13 at the break. Bishop Kelly up 7-0 over Valley View at halftime. In a top 5 showdown tonight right here on IdahoSports.com across the state. Rigby, the number 1 team, leading Highland 24-14 in that ball game. We'll try to keep you up to date on some of the scores as we get them here. Capital again they defer to the second half, so they will receive the kickoff to start this third period, leading it by a score of 13-6. And as we get ready to go, that's Brody Call going deep, along with Nate Cherry to receive this kickoff from Armstrong. So we've had a 55-yard touchdown pass. We've had a 71-yard return of a blocked field goal for a touchdown. We've had an 18-yard touchdown pass. All of it in the first, 10 minutes of the ball game, and nothing since. Interesting. Let's see what the second half holds. Here we go. Armstrong getting ready to kick it off. This is the D11's kickoff, and it's a little onside kick, and Borah, I think illegal, touched it. The flag flew. It went 10 yards, but I think Borah touched it just before it went 10 yards. Or maybe it was offside. Maybe they're offside. One of the two, but it's going to be against Borah. So they came out, and they tried to fool Capital with an onside kick just like that. It's going to be that kind of second half, huh? Illegal procedure against Borah. Yeah. So they'll back it up to the 35, and they'll do it again. I think this time they may try the old-fashioned kick, but Coach Kenyon coming out here trying to say, hey, let's make something happen here. By the way, Todd Simmons in his 18th season, 137 and 104. He's been around a long time. A veteran of coaching here in the Valley. Good guy. All right, here we go. Armstrong going to kick it off again. This time he puts a foot into it. And it's going to come down to Nate Cherry at the 10-yard line. He's at the 20, 25, cuts it back 30, 35. Got the kicker to beat, goes by him. He's at midfield, 30, cuts back inside of the 25, and he's drawn down. You know what? Nate Cherry that time had to slow down to get around the kicker, and he was finally brought down because of that. Yeah, but Nate Cherry really making something happen. Gets it all the way down to the 23-yard line, and so Capital is going to have a real short field to start it. Yeah, if he didn't have the kicker, if he could have gotten the kicker, Juke still doing 100 miles an hour, he would have had a touchdown, but he had to slow down to get the kicker out of his way, and that allowed everybody else with an angle to get back into the picture. So here we go, Max Clark, Olsen the running back, hands it to Olsen. Olsen up the middle, hit right there. No yardage. Maybe a loss of a yard. Good job there by Gavin Brown to make the stop. And no gain, 2nd and 10. So a great opportunity for Capital to add to their lead here on the great kickoff return. The throw underneath the coverage, incomplete. Intended for the running back out of the backfield, Olsen, but he couldn't find it. Well, what a great return by Nate Cherry. So it'll be 3rd down and 10 now. So a run up the middle, nothing. A pass incomplete, nothing. Are you in 2-down territory in a weird game, 13-6? Just kind of weird tonight, weird vibe. Started out big plays, and 13-6 just like that. So we'll see. Back to pass, Clark. Looking, throws, is knocked away and intercepted. It's picked off by number 16, that's Bates, Justin Bates on the tip drill, and they're going to have it at the 23-yard line. So 3 downs, nothing at all. The pass was blocked at the line of scrimmage by a Borah lineman. I did not get a number. It went up in the air, and Justin Bates picked it off. And let's see where they mark it, right at the 24. So that's where Borah takes over. So how goofy is this? Capital gets it at the 23-yard line. And 3 plays later, it's Borah's ball at the 24. Weird. It's that kind of a night in high school football. All right. McCarty back out there. Now, they had a late player joining the fun. That's Aiden Bolt. I don't know what he was doing, but he was kind of hanging out on the sidelines. Now he's in there. Back to pass. They throw it over the middle. It is complete. And not a big gain there, but Luke Darrow grabs the ball, and he's going to get a good, solid 6 yards, maybe 7. He does get 7, so 2nd down and 3. Ball at the 32-yard line. Back to pass. Looking deep. Throwing deep. One-on-one coverage, not there. And again, good coverage by Bayandambi. Trying to take advantage of that one-on-one, but Bayandambi saying, no, I'm going to run right with you. Pass that time intended for Halley, Jacob Halley. It'll be 3rd down and 3. And again, I got to wonder the play calling here a little bit. You get a nice 7-yard gain on 1st down, and really, you got Parker Rushton back there. And you go for the bomb down the sideline. Not a high percentage play. Hand it off, up the middle, and nothing there. Parker Rushton, this time everybody knew Parker Rushton was going to get it. and all the Capital players are right there. No gain. So it's going to, in fact, a loss of about a half a yard. So it's going to be 4th down and 4. As the ball plays right at the 30-yard line. So now you're going to have to kick it away. And they're looking for a punter. They don't have a punter. Boy, I tell you what, come on. Here comes the punter now. So he gets out there, Armstrong. And what do we got? A whistle. Do we have a delay of game? Delay of game against Borah. So Borah just really, nobody seems to be with it tonight as far as mentally. And back and forth we go. And so the weirdness of the second period continues here into the third period. Now Armstrong standing at about his 13-yard line to kick it away. Avery Downey is deep. They got an up man too, just in case. This one goes over everybody's head and goes down, hits into the 30, down to the 25. Nice bounce for Borah down to the 20-yard line. And again, it was still rolling when it was stopped by number 19. You know, and I'm not sure why you do that. Weaver picked it up, and it was still had some juice as it rolled, and it's going to be just outside the 20 when it could have been maybe just inside the 20. Half a yard doesn't make a big deal, right? I don't know. Just a lot of mental mistakes here tonight. So here comes Max Clark and company. Let's see what they can do. They couldn't do anything when they had it at the 23 after that. They wasted that Nate Cherry kickoff return. And now let's see what they do. Clark hands it off, end around. This one to Castillo. Castillo down the sidelines. He's at the 40 and close to the 50-yard line before he goes out of bounds. And the official says he actually stepped out at the 45. So that's a first down, but guess what, folks? We have a flag. I don't see it, but the officials are acting as if there is one. And I, for the life of me, cannot see it. And it's going to be against Capital. And I still do not see the flag. But it is against Capital, and they will bring this back. So all the way out to the 45-yard line. And I think it's just a motion penalty because it's back at the 16, so it's only a 5-yard penalty. So apparently they had illegal motion on the play. But it's back. It's first down and 15 for Capital. Clark rolling to his right, getting pressure, throws it out in the flat. It's complete, and out of bounds goes Cody Walk. So the tight end gets it out at about the 26-yard line. Nice little gain that time of about 11 yards. So it's going to bring up second down and about 4. Handoff, end around, Castillo again. Castillo this time gets to the first down marker, gets out of bounds. That's a first down, and I don't see any flags. I'm looking for them. I'm being very careful now. First down, Castillo with a gain of about 7 yards. Out to the 32. Clock runs, coming up on 9 minutes to go. Clark back to pass, looking, throws out in the flat, caught by Cody Walk at the 41-yard line. Good job to keep his feet in bounds. That'll be short of a first down, but it's going to be 2nd and 2. It's a gain of 8. They actually mark him right out at the 40. So 2nd down and 2. Clark sends Cody Walk in motion. Back to pass. Here comes the pressure. Clark dancing around. He's going to run for the first down. Slides down, then's hit hard, and a flag comes in. Could be helmet to helmet. So that's going to tack on some more yardage. Aiden Bolt came in that time, led with his helmet. Just as the quarterback, Max Clark, was sliding. It wasn't intentional, but it did happen. So it's targeting. That was a first down by Clark, but now you add some more on there. And now mark it off. It's going to take it all the way into Borah territory, down around the 40-yard line, 41-yard line to be exact. First down. Now, unlike college, it's targeting, but it's unsportsmanlike conduct, and you get a couple of them. And I would love to see that changed in college, where you get a couple of unsportsmanlike, then you can get ejected. But Bolt still in the game after the targeting. 3 wide receivers to the left on first down and 10. Play action fake. They throw to Cody Walk. Cody Walk's got it at the 37-yard line and down right there. Pickup of about 5. And we're going to make it 4 yards. This is where they marked his forward progress. So it'll be second down and 6. Ball at the 38. Borah. Again, Max Clark now kind of picking up the pressure. A lot more passing here. Back to pass. Throws it again underneath the coverage. And a nice little run after the catch that time. Let's see who that is. That's a new player in there. That's number 26. Hadn't seen him all night. That's Josh Garcia, who came out of the backfield and gets the first down after the catch. So they move the chains. It's down to the 29-yard line of Borah now. Olsen back in at running back. He slipped Garcia in there on us last time, and he came out of the backfield, made that nice catch. Olsen up the middle. Hit hard. May have fumbled. And it looks like Borah recovered it. They have. So Olsen fumbled it. He got hit hard right at the line of scrimmage. And Borah recovers it. The Borah Lions will have it back in this strange back and forth. You can't tell what's going to happen type game. There's no flow to this game whatsoever. Back and forth, another turnover, and we got a capital player down after that big hit. 7:52 to go here in the third, and just like that, Borah has it back.
Wherever you are, D.L. Evans Bank is right there to help. From applying for loans to opening new accounts and signing documents, personalized service is just a video call away. This is Bank Live with D.L. Evans Bank. This is community banking.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
All right, welcome back. Borah's ball after the turnover. And a capital player being helped off the field. And it looks like it is Olsen. So Jacob Olsen, they're working on his left ankle. Up the middle goes Parker Rushton. Parker Rushton across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Pickup of 6 yards. It'll be second down and 4 for Parker Rushton and the Borah Lions. 7.5 to go here in the third period. 3 receivers to the near side for Corbin McCarney. McCarney looks to his right instead, gets it out there to Halley. Halley has it across the 40, has the first down to the 42-yard line, and a first down to Borah Lions. They'll move the chains. Quick little pass. They loaded it up on the left side, went to the right side where Halley was the only receiver, and they got it under the coverage. And instead of trying to go deep, which has been tough to do tonight against this Capital secondary, they went underneath the coverage that time and got the first down. Again, 13-6 is our score. All the scoring in the first period. Both teams missing a PAT. Borah's PAT was blocked. Capital's PAT hit the upright. And so that's why we stand at 13-6. We've had 3 touchdowns, 2 missed extra points. 1st and 10 for Borah at their own 42-yard line. Aiden Bolt is in motion. He gets the ball on the flanker around, and he gets it out close to the 45-yard line. His brother Austin, of course, quite the player for the Borah Lions. We talked to Leon Rice yesterday as we're getting ready for our Boise State pregame show tomorrow on KBOI. And we asked him about Austin Bolt playing basketball for the Broncos. And you might want to tune in tomorrow between 4 and 6 to find out what he had to say. Parker Rushton hit at the line of scrimmage, loss of a yard. He got hit right as he got the ball, shook that tackler, and then got hit by 2 more. Now let's see where they mark his forward progress. It's going to be about a yard loss, so it'll be 3rd down now and closer to 8. But guess what? A face mask against Capital. Wow. So a great job of defense by the Capital Eagles, but then a face mask is going to move the ball incidental out to the 49-yard line. And now it's going to be 2nd down and about 3. So 2nd down and 3. McCarty back to pass, steps up into the pocket, lets it fly, has a man open, incomplete. Knocked away at the last second. And again, good defense by Bayandami. Bayandami just kind of knocked that way at the last second. So it'll be 3rd down and 3. Ball at the 49-yard line. Man in motion. Handed off to Parker Rushton. He swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing. Nothing there for him at all. Fourth down. So 4th down, are they going to go for it? I don't think so. But wait a minute, offside again. Offside. You know what? I didn't think they were going to go for it, but I saw them jumping up and down. I said, what are they doing? And just like that, Capital jumps offside for the 3rd time tonight and give them another 1st down for the 2nd time tonight on an offside penalty call. So, they hand it off. No, fake. They throw it out on the sidelines. It is complete to Halley, and Halley's got a 1st down again. Inside the 40, down to about the 36-yard line. So another 1st down for the Borah Lions. And up the middle they go. Nice little run. And another 1st down for the Borah Lions as they move the ball down to the 25-yard line. And so Borah down by 7, moving the football right now. Clock running, 5:05 to go here in the 3rd period. Back to pass, McCarney. McCarney throwing into the end zone. Incomplete. And again, they're going after Bayambambi. And again, he's right there every time. So he doesn't let anybody get by him. He doesn't let anybody get by him at all. Halley's the guy. So 2nd down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Back to pass, McCarty. Incomplete, intended for Bolt. Aiden Bolt dove for it, but he couldn't come up with it, so it's going to be 3rd down and 10. Third down and 10, McCarney from the 25-yard line of Capital. Working this offense. Got Parker Rushton to his right. Freeman and Halley are the wide receivers to the left. They look that way. Now they look back right. They throw. Incomplete. Knocked down by Bayandami. Boy, I tell you what. He's a good cornerback. That was intended for Freeman, and it was a bullet. And Bayandami just knocked it down. Bayandami, by the way, one of those guys that you ask, how do you really say this name? And the coaches look at you and they go, we just call him, we call him B. We don't call him. We call him Victor B. Victor Bayandami. Back to pass, McCarney on 4th down. Throws it over the middle. It's caught and touchdown. Touchdown, Borah Lions on a 4th down and 10. They throw it over the middle. And they complete the pass to Halley. It's a 25-yard touchdown strike. And we finally have another score. So it's 13-12 right now. And it comes with 4:43. The extra point attempt is up. And it's good. And guess what, folks? After all of that, we are tied at 13 right here at Donald Larson Park. Capital 13, Borah 13. We'll come back right after this.
At Toyota's National Sales Event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's National Sales Event.
Toyota, let's go places.
All right, the Borah Lions trying to win their 5th game in a row have tied it up 13-all, 13-6 at halftime. And they've tied it up here at 13-13 with a 25-yard scoring strike to Jacob Halley from Corbin McCarney. Man, we got a good one going. So Brandon Armstrong will kick it off. Nate Cherry standing deep to receive, as is Brody Call. But they've been kind of kicking it short. They don't want to kick it to Cherry again. This one's a squibber over the middle, hopping around, scooped up at the 22-yard line. And look out all the way across the 40 to the 45-yard line. An up man. And again, trying to check out the number to see who got it. And that was, yeah, you got to expect that. Okay, that's the big tight end, Cody Walk, who scooped it up in the middle of the field and ran it out there. He knows what to do with it when he gets the ball in his hands. He really does. Out at the 45-yard line, so great field position for Capital. And let's see what they can do. This time they got a new running back in there, Josh Garcia, because as we mentioned earlier, Jacob Olson was injured, and he's still sitting on the bench over here, holding on to that left ankle. Clark back to pass, throws under the coverage. It's complete out near midfield. First down, well, close to a first down. Nate Garcia catches it. I meant 5-yard gain is what I meant at midfield. So it'll be 2nd down and 5. Garcia with the catch. Clock continues to run. 4:15 to go here, 3rd period. Tie ball game. Garcia, the running back. You sent a man in motion. And that's Call. And Brody Call is going to get about 3 more yards. It'll be 3rd down and 2. So Brody Call, the sophomore, Wide receiver on the end around. Makes it 3rd and 2. Ball at the 47-yard line of Borah. Borah Lions making a couple of substitution changes here on defense. Getting a little bigger on the front line. Max Clark looks over to Todd Simmons. The call is made. They got Garcia, the running back. 3 receivers to the far side. 3rd down and 2. Clark throws it on the flat. Caught. And that's going to be good for the 1st down. And I believe that was Avery Downey who caught that. So they flooded the near side and were able to get Downey open and get it to him, move the chains again. Ball now at the 43-yard line of Borah. Max Clark. He's a senior. He was honored tonight as a senior quarterback. Back to pass. Throws right again. Downey has it again. Downey pushed out of bounds around the 35-yard line. That'd be a gain of 8 yards. And let's see where they mark him. Right at the 35, they do. So it's 2nd down and 2 with a gain of 8. That little short pass to the flat really working out. They're just kind of going down there, getting this, working the sidelines real hard on the Borah Lions. Again, same thing. Play action fake, back to pass. Max Clark's going to be sacked. He's going to lose 2 yards. So Max Clark went back to pass and then kind of waited too long to decide to run, and Crispin Simbaraji got him down. And a loss of a couple. It'll be 3rd down and let's call it a long 4. Just a short 5, long 4. This could be 4 down territory for the Capital Eagles if they want to. Empty backfield right now for Max Clark. 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Here comes the pressure. Clark holds it, throws it up for grabs, and it's going to be almost picked and almost caught. Wow, it was almost picked by number 14 for the Borah Lions, Darrow, and then almost caught by Nate Cherry. And it's going to be 4th down and 4. And Darrow had it in his hands, and the Borah coaches were in the booth next to me, and they just kind of went absolutely nuts because they knew Darrow would probably catch that 9 times out of 10 in practice and have an interception. So Clark, will they go for it on 4th down or punt it? He is a punter. He can kick it. He can quick kick it. Let's see what he decides to do. The ball's at the 35-yard line. And timeout called. So too much time. Nope, it wasn't. Again, for the 3rd time tonight, delay a game. And I'm sorry, I'm so used to a coach being aware of the time for the play clock and calling timeout. And that was a 4th down and 4. Now it's going to be 4th down and 9. Now you got to punt it. You just take away your chance. And as a coaching staff, you have to be aware that you're taking a long time getting this play off. They move the ball back to the 42-yard line. So I got to believe that Clark will kick it, and he quick kicks it, and it's partially blocked and picked up by number 53, and he's going to take it back to the midfield. How about that? Big number 53, Loudon Hudson. The ball bounced right to him, and he picked it up, and it was partially blocked. And so when you have that little quick kick right behind the center, the chances of a lineman getting a hand on it are good. They're going to actually mark it down at the 48-yard line. So Loudon Hudson scooped it up, and Borah has golden field opportunity here, just 52 yards away. A short field for the Broncos, for the Lions. 1:56 to go here in the 3rd. 13-13 is our score. If I get a chance, I mean, things have been going pretty quick here. I'll check on scores. Pass. Good job there to catch by Haley. Jacob Haley with the catch. Maybe gets 7, maybe 8. Let's see if they're going to mark him a little shy of that. Oh, there they are, 8 yards. That's what I thought. So an 8-yard gain inside the 45-yard line down at the 44. It'll be 2nd down and 2. Corbin McCarney in the shotgun. Parker Rushton to his right. You would think Parker Rushton would touch it. Fumble, picked up by McCarney. He's going to fall forward for a gain of a yard. He's close to the first down marker, and he's lucky because that ball fell right to his feet, and he was able to reach down and pick it out. And I think a lot of Capital defenders thought that Parker Rushton was going to get it, so they went after Rushton and left McCarney alone, and he was able to fall forward without getting crunched. So it's going to be 3rd down and about a foot. He didn't quite get to the yard marker, and now they're moving it back another foot. Well, they moved it back a whole yard, so it's going to be 3rd down and 2. Wow. So 3rd down and 2. But Borah is lucky to have the football after that drop of the snap. Parker Rushton has it. Parker Rushton has the first down. He's going to be at the 41-yard line. Needed to get to the 42. Has the 41. First down, Borah Lions. So they'll move the chains again. 28 seconds and counting to go here in the 3rd period. Tie ball game, 13-13. Winner of this game gets to take on Skyview next week. Loser has to play Timberline. McCarney back to pass, throws it. It's complete, but not for much. Matter of fact, they're going to be lucky to get it back. Luke Darrow lucky to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And that may be the last play of the 3rd period. It's going to be right at the 40-yard line, so it'll be 2nd down and 9, and that's going to do it for the 3rd period. We'll take a break. We'll come back after this on IdahoSports.com. All tied at 13, headed to the final stanza.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
All right, 4th stanza coming up here. Wayne Dessou back with you, and on IdahoSports.com, 13-13 is the score. I'm going to go to Twitter for a minute here as you bear with me and check and see if we can find going on. And I don't see any scores right off the get-go, so I'll have to kind of hang in there and go check it out. All righty. So meantime, as I was checking Twitter, nice little run. Parker Rushton up the middle. And he gets about 8 yards, and so it's 3rd down and 1. So 3rd down and 1 for the Borah Lions at the 32-yard line of Capital. Parker Rushton again. Rushton's got the first down inside the 30, down to the 29-yard line. Parker Rushton, 29-yard line, first down. They move the chains again. First down and 10. Borah Lions with the ball. Long count here. McCarney looks. He's got 3 receivers to the near side. Rolls that way. And a flag flies. And it's going to be procedure penalty. Illegal procedure against the Borah Lions. It'll back it up. So that'll back it up 5 yards. I'm trying to check some scores the best I can. Let me see what I got here. Mountain View 34-0 on Cuna is the latest score we have. Rocky Mountain 17-13 at half. So basically scores are staying about the same. So I'll forget that until later on tonight. Back to pass, little screen underneath. It's complete down the sidelines. And going to pick up about 10, 15, 12 yards. So brought down inside. And that was Parker Rushton with the carry inside the 25 down to the 22-yard line. And so after the penalty, a nice gain there. It was first down and 15. Now it's second down and 4. So they pick up 11 yards. 3 receivers to the near side. Play action fake. Throwing down the sidelines. Almost intercepted again. Knocked down. And just great coverage on the corners by Capital tonight. Just doing a super job. And that time on the coverage, looking pretty good, was number 33, Will Kovac. And so it's going to be third down and 4 again. Obviously 2-down territory for the Borah Lions. 3rd and 4. And again, I don't know why they're going for the big bomb down the sideline. It's been tough. Handoff to Parker Rushton up the middle. He's got the first down inside the 20-yard line to about the 17. And that's what's been getting them there. Parker Rushton doing a good job of getting some yardage. First down for the Borah Lions at the Capital 17-yard line. Bolt in motion. Parker Rushton follows Bolt left side. He's inside the 10, down to the 7. That's a gain of about 10. Let's see where they mark him. That's going to make him at the 9. He say his knee went down at the 9-yard line, so it's a gain of about 8 yards. It'll be second down and 2 from the 9-yard line. They need to get to the 7 for a first down. Again, Parker Rushton up the middle. And I believe he's got the first down. He's pushed back, but they're going to give him the first down. And they're going to move those chains, and it's going to be first and goal to go for the Borah Lions from the 7-yard line. Taking a lot of time to unravel. And here we go. The officials taking some time with 9:20 to go. They get the clock running again. The chains have been moved. The chains have been dropped. It's first and goal to go from the 7-yard line. Actually, they're going to move it to the 6-yard line. So right at the 6-yard line for the Borah Lions. They throw it out in the flat. It's complete. Down to about the 1-yard line. And actually stepped out of bounds at the 3. So just a little pass out to Luke Darrow. And he stepped out of bounds. And so they're at the 2-yard line. So second and goal to go from the 2. Handoff up the middle. Parker Rushton going to be stopped short of the goal line. When they unpile, should be at about the 1. And it'll be third and goal from the 1-yard line. Third and goal for the Borah Lions. Obviously 2-down territory here. I don't think a field goal is going to win this game. It can put you ahead, but I don't think it's going to win this game. So let's see what they do here. They hand it off to Parker Rushton, and he is going to be stopped. And getting in there to make the stop is Colton Drew. It's going to be fourth and goal from the 1. Colton Drew got in there and made the stop. And now it looks like they're going to go for the field goal to take the lead. Interesting call here. And they're going to bring in Ellie Kubina. Ellie Kubina will try it from the 8-yard line, 18-yard field goal attempt here to give Borah the lead from the left hash mark. The kick is up, and it's good. 18-yard field goal, Kubina. And it's 16-13. The Borah Lions in the 4th. 18-yard field goal. $16-13, 7:22 to play. Hey, Bob's Bicycles on Fairview and Boise. Family owned since 1979, and their selection of mountain bikes, road bikes, BMX, cruisers, and comfort bikes is second to none, whether online at bobs-bicycles.com or on the showroom floor. Bob's Bicycles will have the bike, the accessories, and the clothing to fit your needs, and they have indoor financing, 6 months, no interest. So stop in and say hello to Vern. He's at Bob's Bicycles, serving Idaho for more than 40 years and proud to support Idaho student athletes. So here we go. Brody Call and Nate Cherry will go deep to receive this kickoff of the Borah Lions. Brandon Armstrong will kick it off. 16-13, Borah with the lead. Their first lead of the night, by the way. Little squib kick out of bounds. So let's see what Capital decides to do. I think they're going to kick it over again. So they will kick it over again. IdahoSports.com game streams production of Treasure Valley Game Night, Friday night, right here at Donald Larson Park. Presented by Mountain West Bank, your local Toyota dealer, Project Filter, and Valley-wide Cooperative, and of course our Power Boosters, the College of Western Idaho, Hoffman Auto Body, Bob's Bicycles of Boise, and D. Evans Bank, also sponsoring tonight's game. So they move it back to the 35-yard line where Armstrong will put a foot into it again, and again it's a little squibber coming up, and finally makes it all the way to the back. Brody Call has it. And he gets across the 30 out to about the 37, maybe, 37-yard line is where he gets it to. So good job by Brody Call to pick it up. Little hopper there, like a shortstop, picked it off the turf. And that's where Capital will start. Now, I said earlier, I don't think a field goal is going to win this thing. Put you ahead, but it's not going to win it. We'll see if I'm accurate in that assumption right now. Because this Borah defense, I told you, they started the year off losing 3 games, giving up 52 points a game in those 3 losses, then turned it around. In the last 4 wins, they've averaged only 24 points a game, allowing Garcia on the outside, down the sidelines, close to midfield, but where did he go out of bounds? He went out of bounds at about the 47. So a good run there. I'm sorry, that was not Garcia, that was Ethan Castillo that ran the ball that time. 21, not 26. Ian Castillo with the run. And he gets a first down. And they'll mark it right at the 47-yard line. Play action fake. Ball knocked up in the air. Incomplete. And I'm not sure who got a hand on it, but I think it could have been Justin Bates got a finger on it as he was coming in, a safety blitz. And got a hand on it. Knocked it up in the air. So incomplete. It'll be second down and 10 from the 47-yard line. 7:08 to go. The winner gets Skyview. The loser of this game gets Timberline next week. 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Now they put a man in motion. That's Cody Walk. That's Nate Cherry. Back to pass. Looking downfield. Throwing into double coverage. Incomplete. Intended down there for Castillo, and Castillo stopped while the 2 defenders went by him, and he had a hand on it, and he probably should have caught it. And if he goes back and watches the film tomorrow, he'll go, I probably should have caught this, but he didn't. So that makes up a 3rd and 10 at the 47-yard line. Again, the same formation with 3 receivers to the far side. Clark back to pass. Here comes the pressure. Dumps it underneath. And that's going to be to Olsen, who's back in the ball game. So good to see that Jacob Olsen's back in the game. He's the one that went off with the ankle injury. And thank goodness he's limping on it. He's a little tender. But he was back in the ball game that time. He said, Coach, put me in. I don't want to be on the sidelines, man. I'm a senior. I don't want to miss this game. 4th down and 4. A long 4. They're going for it. From the 40, from about the 46-yard line. of Borah. Max Clark. Back to pass. Here comes pressure. Throws it underneath the coverage. Drop. And they're going to turn it over on downs. The Borah Lions will take over at the 46-yard line. Well, what a chance there. And they're going to put it down at the 47. So it's actually at the 47-yard line is where they had the line of scrimmage originally. I thought they had made a yard to the 46, but they put it at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Borah Lions. 6:17 to go. They started this game with about a 6-minute drive. But they'd like to take 3 or 4 minutes off right here. Couple of new faces in there. Simbaraji in there for blocking purposes as they hand off up the middle to Parker Rushton. Rushton crosses midfield. He's down at the 49 of the Capital Eagles. Pick up a 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Let's make it 4, 2nd down and 6, just to be accurate. McCarney talking to Rushton, and as I said, they brought Simbaraji in for blocking purposes. He's 6'1", 200 pounds. He's lined up on the left side. Let's see if they follow his blocking. They do. It's a power I formation. They pitch it out to Parker Rushton, and he's going to get about a yard, and that's it. Good job by Capital. They're just going with the power situation. They know that they got Simbaraji there blocking. They're probably going to go that way. Ball came out. But again, it's one of those where nobody went down. They had the pile, and the runner did not go down. And fortunately, these officials doing a good job of blowing the whistle and not letting it a ball get yanked out of your hands while your forward progress has been stopped. So 3rd down and 4 right now. Big 3rd down for the Borah Lions. The pass over the middle. It is complete. 1st down inside the 30. Down to the 25-yard line. That's Luke Darrow with the catch and the run. And the Borah Lions are in business right now at the 24 of Capital. And now they move it back to the 25. So right at the 25-yard line with 4:48 to go. Luke Darrow is up the middle. That was a play that really the middle has been open on some of these passes. You maybe remember that Brady Toth caught the ball and took it in for a touchdown early in the first period. Parker Rushton up the middle, inside the 20, down to the 17-yard line. Oh my goodness, 8-yard pain, and then a flag flies at the end. So we could have a person, obviously a dead ball foul. It's going to be a personal foul of some sort. Who it's on, I do not know. But a nice game by Parker Rushton on 1st down. And a flag flew. And let's see is Borah backing up. They're going to the sideline, I think. But the officials look in the way of Capital. No signal yet. Come on, guys. Personal foul against Capital. There it is. So they're going to move it inside the 10-yard line. Half the distance to the goal line. It'll be at the 9-yard line. So it's 1st and goal to go for the Borah Lions at the 9. Up 16-13 with 4:20 to go in the ball game. Here we go. Parker Rushton lines up to the left side. He's had a game and a half. They hand it off to him, bounces off a tackler. He's down to the 1. Is he at the goal line? He's right at the 1-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal to go from the 1-yard line. Parker Rushton with an 8-yard carry on 1st and goal from the 9. Parker Rushton getting it done here tonight. Let's see if they hand it off to him again on 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. You know, McCarty has not faked to him and carried it. Parker Rushton stopped in the backfield, fumbles the football, and Capital recovers it at the 9. Are you kidding me? And that is the big guy, number 70, Josh Summers. Josh Summers coming up with the football at the 9-yard line on 2nd and goal to go from the 1-yard line. Holy cow. 3:20 to go. 91 yards away from pay dirt. Capital Eagles get it back. And now the Borah defense going to be called upon. So just as the Borah Lions look like they're going to punch it in, maybe take a 2-possession lead, now all of a sudden it's still just a 3-point ball game. And here we go, Max Clark with 3 receivers to the near side. Back to pass, in his own end zone, throws to nobody, incomplete. Borah bench calling for intentional grounding. And the officials talking it over. They haven't made a move yet. And now they do, intentional grounding. And it's a safety because it came in the end zone. So it's intentional grounding, and Max Clark was in the end zone, and so Borah is going to get 2 more points. How about that? 18-13, and now a flag flies because obviously something was said, and now another flag flies. So the Capital Eagles have lost their cool. So Max Clark threw an intentional grounding from the end zone. That's a safety. That means they've got to kick it to Borah. So Borah will get it back, leading at 18-13. This has been a wild and crazy game. Remember Saturday Night Live? This is a wild and crazy game. A safety, and it comes with 3:16 to go in the fourth. 18-13 is our new score. Borah leads it, and Capital will have to kick it, but from where, I don't know. They're talking this over to find out where they're going to have to kick it from, because 2 flags flew. Something was said, a flag flew, and then about 2 seconds later, it flew again. So, do you mark off 2 penalties or just 1? The officials picking up the flags now. They got them everywhere. And they're talking it over. Going to be unsportsmanlike conduct against Capital. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Capital. So both flags, unsportsmanlike conduct against Capital. And they're going to have to kick it. Normally you kick it from the 20. I don't know where they're going with the football. They're walking out. But Capital, a safety is called. Capital's going to have to kick it. Why are they walking this way? Okay, I see what they're doing. They're marking it off. I still don't know what they're doing. I'm just waiting for the officials to figure it out. I'm not sure what they're doing because the officials went the wrong way. Because normally the kick comes from you punt it from the 20-yard line after a safety. So they'll probably have to punt it from the 10. And now they've got Borah going the wrong way. Borah is going left to right, not right to left. What are they doing? They've got it all backwards. So, guys, take it back to the 20-yard line, mark it off half the distance to the goal line, because that's all the worst you can do. And they're going to have to punt it from the 10-yard line. So, what do we got here? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought somebody knew what they were doing in here, but they were asking me how long Kelly Kubina's field goal was, and I said it was 18 yards. It was the Borah stat guy coming in asking me some questions. I'm trying to help out. But what I'm saying is here, they walked all the way down to the left side of the field. They had Borah completely turned around. Borah is going left to right. They had him going right to left. They had it so screwed up that I've never seen anything like it. And what they're going to do now is, because after a safety, you normally punt it or kick it off from the 20-yard line. All right? Then there's 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. And no matter how you do it, usually it's half the distance to the goal line. So they have to kick off from at least the 10. Or maybe you mark one off and then the other one off. And so they're going to kick it off from about the 5-yard line. But they're trying to figure out where in the heck to put the ball. And I got officials walking all over the place. Had I known this, I would have ordered a pizza. And I could have eaten 3 slices by now. So this whole play exacerbated by the 2 unsportsmanlike conducts against Capital. Because normally you just kick it from the 20-yard line after a safety. So now they just got to back it up. And do they just go half the distance to the goal line? Or do they go further? I mean, my feeling is they're going to probably kick it from the 5-yard line. And that's where they're going to have it. They're putting it down at the 5-yard line, and that's where Capital will kick it. And they're not going to go with the punt. They're going to go with a kickoff. So Jackson Berg will kick it off. Borah, every Borah player is inside the 50. And I'm not sure if Capital's going to try something funky here or just try to kick the heck out of it. And they try to kick the heck out of it. It comes down to Bolt. At the 47-yard line, he's crossed midfield and gets it back to the 40-yard line. And that's where Borah will have it. After all of that, Borah will have it at the Capital 40-yard line. Goodness gracious. You know, I apologize, but the officials, when they called all the penalties, walked all the way down to the other 20. Not the 20 where they were going to kick it off. They were 80 yards away from where they needed to be. And then they realized their mistake and went back and did it right. So ultimately they got it right. All right, here goes Borah. They've got it at the Capital 40-yard line after a crazy turn of events here. 18-13 is our score. 3:09 to go in the ball game. Parker Rushton hands off the ball, and he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain at all. Maybe lost a half a yard. You know, when the Borah stat guy was here, I should have asked how many yards Parker Rushton has. That would have been kind of cool on my part, but I didn't think of it. He was asking me how long the Cabina field goal was. So we got timeout. So Capital's going to call timeout. I'm going to run down there and check it out. So I may come back a second or two late, but you can feast on this. Let's do this one right here. Feast on this, and we'll be back 18-13 right after this.
At Toyota's National Sales Event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's National Sales Event.
Toyota, let's go places.
All right, I'm back. Just took me an extra second to go find out. Parker Rushton, 158 yards rushing tonight. No touchdowns, but 158 yards rushing, and he's got the ball now, and he's down inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. I just walked through the press box, and I just looked at everybody going, what were they thinking? And everybody's just laughing. Hey, it was funny. So Parker Rushton, with a nice little gain there, stops the clock with 2:56 to go. And apparently we may have another flag down. Let's see. So we do. We have a flag down. The officials, again, not having a stellar game here, folks. Sorry about this. It's not the calls. It's the execution of where to place the ball, what to do, and the time it takes to let me know what's going on here. Again, unsportsmanlike conduct against Capital. For the third time in the last 30 seconds, an unsportsmanlike. Boy, I'm sorry. Capital has absolutely lost its cool. They are frustrated. I can understand why they're frustrated. But boy, I'll tell you what. 3 unsportsmanlike conduct calls, and the ball's now at the 19-yard line. So Borah has the ball at the Capital 19-yard line with 2:56 to go as the Borah Lions, who started the year 0-3, trying to win their 5th game in a row. And they would play Skyview next week. Corbin McCarney at quarterback. Parker Rushton is his tailback to his left. Rushton has it. Rushton bounces it outside. Stiffs arm a man. He's at the 10. He's at the 6-yard line. Parker Rushton nearing the 200-yard rushing mark now as he goes over 165 yards rushing for the night. And it's going to be 1st and goal to go for the Borah Lions as they mark it at the 6-yard line. Timeout called by the Capital Eagles. We'll take a break. We'll come back right after this on IdahoSports.com. 18-13, Borah leads it here at Donald Larson Park.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
All right, timeout on the field, 2:48 to go here in this ball game. And the Borah Lions leading at 18-13 with 1st and goal to go from the 6-yard line. Corbin McCarney hands it off to Parker Rushton up the middle. Rushton in for the touchdown. Parker Rushton gets the touchdown tonight from 6 yards out. And it comes with 2:44 to go. Rushton, 6-yard TD rather. And it's 24-13. Kubina on for the extra point attempt. Brady Tough holding. Good snap. Kick is up. And it's no good. It's blocked again. So it's going to stay at 24-13 for the time being anyway. Here in the 4th period, 24-14 in favor of the Borah Lions. So a 2-possession game, 10-point ball game here at Donald Larson Park. And right now, Todd Simmons has called his whole group over together. And he's got them kneeling down, and he's talking to them. And I think he's trying to settle them down. You know, Todd Simmons has been around a long time, great coach, but 3 unsportsmanlike conduct fouls in the last 45 seconds is unacceptable. And at this point, they're saying, you know what, we've got 2:44 to go. We're down by 10. We can still make this happen. So here we go. Armstrong will kick it off. You got Brody called deep along with Nate Cherry. Of course, the up man's been handling it a lot today. That's Cody Walk. And Borah again. Cody Walk's going to get it. He's going to take it at the 15, 20, 25, cuts it back, trying to cut outside. He's at the 30 and down at the 32-yard line. And a Borah player slow getting up, but they are getting up, I think. Yep. So Cody Walk gets his team out to the 32-yard line. Let's see what Max Clark and company can do. They got 2:36 to go in this football game. If they can make a comeback, down by 10. Max Clark brings everybody out. Empty backfield, Clark. And we got a whistle. Clark fobbled the ball on the snap, but the whistle was coming out there. Let's see the call, illegal procedure against Capital. And Capital will lose 5 yards. Eagle leads Centennial 52-0. That's a final now. Eagle 52-0 over Centennial. Rocky Mountain in the third, 24-13 over Meridian. And those are the scores I have in 5A that I can live with right now. And a catch. A big bomb as I was looking at Cody Walk catches it all the way down at the 38-yard line. So I'm looking for scores, and I'll quit that here. Emmett leads Columbia 35-12. That's a final. So Emmett comes back, wins that one handily. And Bishop Kelly leads Valley View 35-14 in the fourth period. Handoff. This is Clark running with it inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line. So a big pass to Cody Walk gets Capital in business with 2:11 to go. They've got it at the 27-yard line. First down and 10. Clark rolling to his right. Looking downfield, rolling to his right, all the way down the sideline, runs it out of bounds for a gain of what? Let's see where they mark him out. He could have got about 5 or 6 yards, but it's hard to see where he ran out of bounds. Nope, he ran out of bounds after only about 1. So really, pretty much no gain. So Max Clark, ran down the sideline. He looked like he had about a 6-yard gain, but from our angle, we can't tell. So waiting for the officials, and it was only a 1-yard gain. Second down and 9 from the 26. Clark back to pass, and again, a flag flies. And again, we got illegal procedure against Capital. That'll back it up. The clock down to 1:57 now to go here in this football game. 24-13 is our score. Borah leads it, trying to get their 5th win in a row after an 0-3 start. Wow. To go 5-3 would be, what a feat that would be here for the Borah Lions this year. Ball back now at the 32-yard line. Clark back to pass. Looks, throws underneath the coverage. Caught by Cody Walk. Cody Walk down at the 25-yard line. Cody Walk picking up about 10 yards that time. But now it's going to be third down. Third down and 8. Clark back to pass. And we had a whistle stoppage of play. What do we have? Timeout Borah. So Borah called a timeout before they could get that one going. So we'll take a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment for this finish.
At D.L. Evans Bank, we haven't invested in a deep line of digital banking services to help infuse more banking into your life. Just more living. D.L. Evans Bank. This is community banking.
At Valleywide Cooperative, we're here when you need us. For 100 years, we have been here to help you with food, fuel, and good old-fashioned advice. And for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life, which is why we pour so much into the communities around us. We've employed hundreds of your neighbors. We take pride in that, and in giving back millions in sponsorships, grants, donations, and scholarships. It's our way of saying thanks. We're Valleywide, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
All right, welcome back, everybody. There we go. Third down and 8 from the 25-yard line. Down by 10, Capital. Max Clark back to pass, looking in the end zone. Throws deep, incomplete. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And this game is coming down to one play right now. Can Capital keep it going with a first down? They do not need a touchdown right here. They've got 1:23 to go. They do need to get to the 17-yard line. Can they do it? 4th down and 8. Max Clark. It's all on this one right now. Clark back to pass. Looking, throwing underneath the coverage. Has it. They got a first down and inside the 10. Down to the 5. Down to the 4-yard line. Nate Garcia with the catch. Nate Garcia came out of nowhere. He came across the field, and everybody was going to the left. He was going to the right. And wow, it's a 1st and goal to go for Capital. They keep it alive now at the 6-yard line. Max Clark rolling to his left, looking in the end zone, throws at the goal line, and in Cody Walk. A 6-yard touchdown pass to Cody Walk, and it comes with 1:06 to go. 6-yard TD. (24-19) now. And will they go for 2? You think they would to make it 24-21. 2-point conversion. They'll go for 2. Got Olsen to the right. Cody Walk in motion. That's Nate Cherry in motion. Rolling to his right. The pass into the end zone. Knocked away. Incomplete. So it'll stay 24-19 Borah with 1:06 to go. And can we expect an onside kick coming? I think we might be able to. So we'll take a break. We'll be back for the final minute 6 tonight.
At Toyota's National Sales Event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We are here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's National Sales Event.
Toyota, let's go places.
Here we go. Final 66 seconds of this one. Expecting an onside kick coming here from the Capital Eagles, down 24-19. Borah has nobody deep. They've got everybody up within about 20 yards of the line of scrimmage, which is the midfield. And here goes Jackson Berg setting it up at the 40-yard line. He's got it teed up just inside the near hash mark. Got most of his team to the near side, so expected to go towards the sideline. And Borah calls a timeout. I've never seen that happen. Borah calls a timeout. They've got one left. Lions will talk it over. Lions recover this. It's pretty much done. Capital does have one timeout left, but not enough. They can run the clock out if they recover this onside kick. So it all comes down to this play right now with 66 seconds to go. The winner of this game moves on to take on Skyview next week. The loser of this game will play Timberline. Timberline, a 38-31 winner over Skyview last night, a game I called right here at Donald Larson Park. Wow, what a night. Great game last night, great game here today. Weird game, but great game. So here we go. Again, same lineup, both sides. It's all going to be about the bounce. And here goes. The kick takes a little bit of a big hop, and it's recovered by the Borah Lions. The Borah Lions recover it and should be able to run this clock out. Good hands there by Nicholas Call, as he came up with the football. 1:05 to go. One timeout on the scoreboard for Capital. I think Borah can run this thing out here. All they got to do is take a knee. And they will have won their 5th game in a row. Well, here we go. Corbin McCarney. And they're in the victory formation, albeit a shotgun formation. And it looks like they're just going to take a knee. Here's the snap. And McCarney takes the knee. And does Capital use his final timeout? They haven't yet. The only problem with taking a knee when you're in the shotgun, you lose 5 yards. So it's second down and 15. And I think Capital's given up and not going to use that last timeout because they know, they probably should use it just for the heck of it. The snap is a low snap and another 5 yards lost. So all of a sudden you're going to lose some yardage here. You're going to have third down and about 20, but the clock isn't going to stop. And actually that's going to do it. They're not even going to run another play. So Capital chooses not to use their last timeout to prolong this thing, and the Borah Lions are going to come up with a 24-19 win here today. And they've won 5 in a row. They're 5-3, folks. What a comeback from an 0-3 start. And we'll be back to wrap this thing up right after this. So stay with us.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. Then definitely, you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
The injuries look like those seen in people exposed to poisons like mustard gas. That's how doctors are describing what they see in the lungs of vapors. The chemicals can essentially burn your lungs. Find the truth at BehindTheHaze.com.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Corey. I'm a dairy nutritionist here in the Treasure Valley. I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to do my part to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. As soon as the vaccines were readily available, I was vaccinated. I would encourage people to do the research, listen to the healthcare providers. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, there was hardly any wait. It was an easy process, is readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
We're Valley-wide cooperative. For 100 years, we've been your first choice for residential and commercial propane, fuels, oils, and lubricants. We service HVAC, install water heaters, propane tanks, and accessories. And yes, we'll even deliver right where you need it. Because for us, serving is more than a job, it's a way of life. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov.
Banking. Maybe you enjoy the person-to-person attention you get going to your bank. Maybe you enjoy the convenience of banking from home sweet home. Or maybe you like the flexibility of paying your bills, applying for a loan, or talking to your personal banking person from wherever fits your fancy. then definitely you should bank at Mountain West Bank. Member FDIC. The easy, convenient, any way you want to bank.
And welcome back to Donald Larson Park, everybody. Wayne DeZoo back with you. 24-19 is our final here tonight. The Borah Lions winning it, and they have now won 5 in a row. Unbelievable. The Borah Lions is starting 0-3 and getting here. It's a wild game. It started with a blocked field goal and a 71-yard return for a touchdown by Nate Cherry, and 7-0 Capital led it. Brady Toth caught a 55-yard touchdown pass from McCarney to make it 7-6. The point after was missed. Cody Walk, an 18-yard touchdown reception. Point after hit the upright, so it was 13-6 Capital at halftime. And then we had, Borah take the lead for the first time. And, Kelly Cabuna had a field goal attempt, 26 yards. And I think I got to run Ellie, not Kelly. Ellie Cabuna with that 18-yard field goal to give Borah a 16-13 lead. Then we had a safety as Max Stark threw out of the end zone. We had a couple of back-to-back unsportsmanlike conducts. And so, Capital had a kick from their own 5-yard line after the safety was called. Parker Rushton finally scored a touchdown on an 8-yard touchdown run to make it 24-14 Borah. And, of course, Cody Walk caught that 6-yard touchdown pass with 1 minute, 6 seconds to go to make it 24-19. They went for 2 to try to make it a field goal type game, but they couldn't do it. So 24-19 is our final score here tonight. And I think it's going to come as no surprise who our player of the game is. Player of the game is Parker Rushton for the Borah Lions. He had 183 yards rushing on 40 carries tonight and 1 touchdown. So what a game he had. Just unbelievable for Parker Rushton, our player of the game here tonight, as the Borah Lions just continue to get better and better and better. And now we'll take on Skyview next week. Meanwhile, Capital has to go and they have to play Timberline. So we'll see what happens next week. And that's going to do it for us. This has been an IdahoSports.com Game Streams production of Treasure Valley, Idaho Game Night, presented by Mountain West Bank. Our major sponsors that make coverage on IdahoSports.com possible include your local Toyota dealer, Toyota, Let's Go Places, Valley-wide Co-op and Country Stores, and Project Filter. Stop smoking, start living. We'd also like to thank our local advertisers tonight, our power boosters, the College of Western Idaho, and Hoffman Auto Body. Also our webcast sponsor, Bob's Bicycles of Boise, and D.L. Evans Bank. D.L. Evans Bank, this is community banking. Again, congratulations to Parker Rushton, 183 yards rushing tonight on 40 carries, our IdahoSports.com player of the game. And as always, want to thank Jason Willer here at Capitol High School taking care of us. Jason, the activities director, and he does a great job and appreciate all his help getting the games underway. That's going to do it. I'm Wayne DeZoo back for everyone else behind the scenes here at IdahoSports.com. Our final again tonight, Borah 29-24 and Capital 19. Been a long night. Been that kind of a night here at Donald Larson Park. So long, everybody. Have a great weekend.